Chad Clifford, he's trying so desperately hard to get out of this basically wager that he put himself in. I didn't invite him, he invited himself, okay? So let's recap one last time and then we could just drop this because obviously we're talking about a chicken. We're talking about a guy who pretty much doesn't have $10,000 liquid. So you got to feel sorry for the guy. Okay, so I'll let it go, Chad. I'll let it go because, listen, this is the time of giving. This is the season of giving. And I understand, Chad, that you need help financially. So we'll let it go. But just to recap, this is what happened. I'm going to say it one last time. Chad was not involved in any way, shape, or form. It was between me and Commander 35. I also mentioned Lou. Okay, but Lou's in the jungle right now. Let's just say getting his ass handed to him by a lot of Dominicans. But we'll get into that in another story. He's taking a little break from Tyrone and Jamal. Okay, and now he's with a few people that, let's just say, are treating him just as raw. But getting back to Chad Clifford. Chad, you said very clearly that my $4,400 that I withdrew from the bank was not impressive. In other words, you even said it yourself. You're like, I'll withdraw $8,800. Now, there was no mention that you said if I withdraw $8,800 that you wanted my keyboard. That was done. That was said much later, Chad. Okay, but on the first video, okay, if you probably erased it, knowing you, because you're a coward, you're a little chicken. You probably erased it. If that video is still up, which is the first video, I'm talking about right after my live stream, okay, when I said to Commander 35, who claims he makes millions of dollars, who claims he wins on every single play. Okay, I said, I was not talking to you, I was talking to Commander 35, and I also mentioned Lou. I said, can either of you withdraw $4,400 and make a video on it? The next video that you made, I'm talking right after it, had no mention that you wanted my keyboard. You just simply said you wanted to show me up, and you said, I will withdraw $8,800. And the implication was that it meant nothing to you, that you could just spend it as fun coupons. That was the implication. So then I made a response video to you saying, you know what? Why don't you just call it a cool 10 G's? Okay, $8,800 is not cool. $10,000 is cool. You never withdraw anything. You didn't withdraw the $8,800. You didn't withdraw the $10,000. Then you started talking about how you spent $2,700 on tires. Then you started talking about credit cards. Okay, so you never withdrew the $8,800. Never mind $10,000. So then I withdrew the $10,000, and I said I beat you to the punch. Now you're talking about, I'll withdraw the $8,800 if you give me your keyboard. Oh, give me a break. Give me a break, Chad. You're never a man of your word. You're always a hypocrite. You're a pathological liar. You lie about everything. Here's the truth, Chad. Listen, you don't have to do it, Chad. You're not getting my keyboard. Okay, here's the truth. You don't have $8,800 liquid. You don't. That's it. That's bottom line. Keep using those credit cards. I hope you get a lot of points. Okay? Use those points. Take a nice vacation with you and your family. Because, Chad, you're cash poor. I'll say it's alleged, but based on everything I'm seeing, I think a lot of people will agree with me. I do not believe that you have $8,800 in cash. Listen, I'm not doubting that you have money. Listen, Chad owns a house. Okay, I saw his house. I think it's something like a little under $400,000 house. I saw it. Okay, my house is more expensive than yours. But let's leave that alone. Okay. I 100% have more cash than Chad. I mean, listen, now I'm convinced. There was a time where I was kind of like questioning it. I'm not talking about, look, I believe Chad has a respectable portfolio. I'm going to give credit where credit's due. I think he has money invested. So do I. But cash, there is no way Chad has more than me. No way. Chad, I have $250,000 in the safe deposit box. There is no way you have more cash than me. There is no way. And I actually would even take a challenge with that. Because if you can't, you're having so much trouble withdrawing $8,800 now. something is rotten in Denmark. You don't have a lot of cash. Here's what I think you have. I think you have maybe a couple of G's in your bank account that, you just probably have in your checking account for whatever purposes, to pay bills. I believe you have a stock portfolio. I believe that is respectable. I believe you have real estate. Okay, you might even have, who knows? Maybe you have like certain type of savings accounts or whatever it is. But as far as liquid cash, you definitely don't have liquid cash. There is no question you don't have liquid cash. No way. You probably would have to either sell your stocks, you would either have to sell your house, or who knows if you have an IRA or something that really you can't touch. It's like a savings account and you really can't touch it. You would have to make maneuvers to get even $10,000, I believe. Okay, which is small money. I admit it to you, $10,000 is bulls. But I don't think it's easy for you to get $10,000. I think that you would have to sell stock. You would either have to refinance your house, or you would have to touch a savings account that you really shouldn't touch. That's just my opinion. So Chad, I'll let you off the hook. We all know you don't have the money. It's all good. It's all good. Keep building up your points with your credit. Video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. This video and all my videos are for entertainment purposes only. I'm an entertainer.